Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a great weekend so far. Now, sorry I didn't do a video yesterday. I guess you could say it was because I was having hardware issues again, and hopefully they're going to be resolved. And I actually did technically make a video, but I was so tired. I don't know why I was so tired. I went to bed on time and everything. And also my voice started getting really worn out. It was weird because I didn't really do any videos yesterday, except one, but it was a very short, like 2 or 3 minute video. And my voice was starting to just get really, really bad. I didn't have a sore throat or anything, but for whatever reason, it was getting like that. And I ended up not uploading the video, not just because I was too sleepy in my throat, but I was having computer issues, and ow! I have one of those like high-pitched sounds in my ears right now. It's just ringing. It's good to just hold it in because it won't have anywhere to escape for it to kind of reflect, I believe. That is so much better. I don't know why that happened, but anyways, I want to go ahead and give you guys a good idea of, what happened yesterday. So this is going to be kind of a rantish video. But yesterday was a very interesting day. It was one of those days where it was very laid back, and when least expecting it, ended up getting some things that I definitely did not expect anytime soon, and end up actually getting more accomplished and finished than expected. Now, for example, when I first woke up, the most surprising part of all is that when I first woke up, the first thing I saw when I got on my computer was an email. And it was an email for my anime review channel, and it was one from my network. Now, a while back, I actually did send in I did sign up to become a partner through that account and everything. And there is a way that you could let them know, like, hey, I'm already a partner on this channel, so that way you could do that, and you could just kind of add it to your other account, your partnership account, that is. And I went ahead and did that. And surprisingly enough, within just a few days, I got accepted, which I did this before, and I did not get accepted for whatever reason. And I did get accepted, so I was very surprised to see that yesterday. I was like, wow. Like, one of my long-term goals of this year was to get all of my channels partnered and, of course, become more active and produce more content on every single one of them along the way. But that one ended up getting partnered much quicker than expected. And I'm not going to lie, I signed up for, the vlogging channel. Going to see if I could get accepted or not. And if not, then that's fine. I really don't care that much, at least on this channel. After all, there's no monetization or anything like that going on anyway, so I mean. But it's great to see that because it's removed some barriers, and that way I just don't have to worry about it as much, and it's great to see that there's not going to be as much holding me back on content on that channel. Now, strangely enough, I knew that when I first got partnered, the first thing I was going to try to do was to produce more content and just, like, go all out and everything. But strangely enough, this week was one of those weeks where for animes, there was no new episodes this week to really review, so I couldn't really review any, at least for the animes I am caught up on. And so that kind of does suck. And the only one anime I could easily think of the top of my head that I'm not caught up on is one that they got finished with season 1 and they haven't even started on season 2, so yeah, there's nothing to review this week. But the other thing that happened is that I actually end up getting the prize giveaway video finally taken care of on that channel, because I did the prize giveaway video originally, the one for 190 games, and somewhere in November or December, can't quite remember, it was probably late November, if not then December sometime, and I finally I guess you could say, announced the winners for the contest and everything, and I was getting responses very quickly. And yesterday was also one of those days where I was getting just comments all over the place, not just to the video I just uploaded, which did get views pretty quickly, so that's nice to see. But I also started getting comments on a lot of my videos in general. So, like I said before, I feel like my comments are starting to go back up, even though a lot of people hate the new comment system, which I don't blame them, starting to go back up. So it's really great to start seeing that and everything. So I'm really happy about that. And things are just really going great. Finally hit 400 subscribers, ironically, like the next day after uploading that video for the prize giveaway. So I might end up having to do another one or something. But it's been one of those just like crazy days where I end up getting more things finished. I'm getting closer to just achieving some of those goals already. So I'm going to have to set up my standards. And this weekend, I'm going to try to, if I can, work on some videos and hopefully finish them, once for the main channel, unboxings, which it's going to take me a little bit of time to edit them. But once I finish the first one and have a good idea of what I want to do, since I did record it differently, as soon as I get a good idea of what I want to do, the rest of them should be very, very easy. So I'm very excited for that and everything. But, today was one of those days where I haven't done very much, at least at the time of recording this, and it's, like, I've been having a lot of technical difficulties, which one of them was because I had no hard drive space, and whatever reason when I installed a new hard drive, I had some issues. And the other reason was because my graphics cards. Now, my graphics cards are at least like 3 or 4 years old, and they're really starting to show their date. Now, not only is it taking me like an hour or two to render a video, and occasionally I might have to re-render it because I'll watch the final video and be like, I need to change the brightness, or I need to cut this out, or change something with it, and just edit it, and have to wait another couple of hours to render, which is another reason they usually get uploaded past midnight. But now it's getting to the point that my graphics cards are starting to make it to where I can't use my computer. Like my computer in general will start having some issues where my mouse icon will start glitching out and start stretching or getting pixelated and dirty and just different colors and just all just really, really bad. And my computer will freeze every 3 to 7 seconds. And it's definitely a graphics card issue. I've talked about to many other people about it. And it's definitely a graphics card issue. And it's really getting crazy, and it really sucks because I just got some money, last month, and it was one of those months where, as soon as I got all the money I needed to get a new graphics card, a lot of things decided to break on me, so I had to spend money replacing those things, getting those things taken care of, and now I'm left with almost no money left over, and I need a new graphics card. And I'm not just saying this because I'm getting sick of waiting an hour or two to render videos, and after having so many channels and wanting to create so much content, I can't really deal with waiting a couple of hours to render videos. And during that time of rendering, Sony Vegas is going to be using up so much RAM, so much CPU usage, so much of my computer that it's going to make it so slow that I cannot do anything else in the meantime. I mean, I could barely just watch a video, while waiting for it to finish rendering, and I definitely cannot edit another video in the meantime, which if I have 2 or 3 videos to edit that day, I want to edit it while the other one's rendering, but it's not doable. And the fact that my computer is getting to the point where I might not even be able to use my computer anymore, because if I can't even just get on my computer and browse, the internet or use Windows without my graphics card causing hardware issues, I'm not going to be able to do this. And I really do hate that, especially at a time like this. And it just happened to happen, right after I got done spending all my money replacing some things, getting some things taken care of. But, I've looked into possibly doing, which this is something I did not want it to come down to, but I've looked into possibly doing some crowdfunding and seeing if I could possibly, do, whether it's Indiegogo or whether it's, I can't remember what it's called, but something through my network. My network actually does have a place where you could actually do some crowdfunding, which is really nice. And I'm going to look into some other things, and I really did not want to do this, and it's one of those things I might end up having to do. It's probably not going to succeed. I'm probably not going to get enough money donated or whatever in order to actually get a new graphics card. I'm going to try to be honest with, anybody that actually does end up getting interested in that. Pretty much be honest with them and tell them that, I'm a content creator. I create content on multiple channels, and, I don't want anything to hold me back on this, but the fact that my graphics cards are starting to fail and have real issues and probably about to die pretty soon, that's going to really be a big issue. And I didn't want to do something like this. And if you guys have any ideas for any perks I could do, like if you donate this much money, you get this, then that would be really great. I would really appreciate it. But I might end up having to do this. I mean, one of my friends, he's a streamer, and he randomly, just out of nowhere, had someone donate $500 to him. And I wish that was me, just because if I could just get a new graphics card so I don't have to worry about rendering times, and for me to even be able to use my computer, I mean, that would be amazing. But I don't know, I might just have to whip out the old laptop that doesn't even have a dedicated graphics card, and I might have to go back to waiting 8 or 10 hours for a video to render, or even 18 hours if it's a long video. And I don't know, hopefully things will get better, and hopefully my computer will start having those graphical issues. I took it apart, replaced the thermal paste, cleaned things off. Hopefully things will be better, but if not, then, well, I'm just going to have to do what I can to try to get the money, because as you may or may not know, I am self-employed. And there's several reasons for it. I would have to make a whole video just explaining that and everything. And there are several reasons for it. It's not just me being lazy or anything like that. There are many reasons for it, and it really does make a difference. And just, I'm going to have to just do what I can. And, I don't want to be like someone that's begging for money and begging for hundreds of dollars, but I mean, just, it's a crazy situation, but, I guess we'll see how things turn out. If I could, just get it working in general, I wouldn't mind dealing with the slow rendering times to just be able to keep on creating content. I'll still be fine with that, and, if things get working, then you guys will know. So, sorry for those of you that watched all the way in this video of just me ranting. I am actually liking recording with this camera. I turned the sharpness up a little bit. Hopefully it'll be better, and God, my hair is just crazy. Shouldn't even be greasy or anything like that, but, because I just took a shower yesterday, but, oh well. Anyways, before I rant on too long, thank you guys again for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow.